Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. Let it rain when the sun shine. Healing was part of God's time. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and just because moments, and just because moments, and just because moments. God got your back. 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 Never get psyched out your thought process from the enemy. Psych you out your thought process, cause God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, and just because moments, and just because moments. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, and just because moments, and just because moments, because moments. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God's being patient with you today. God's being patient with you today. God allowed you to see another day for a reason. God allowed you to see another day for a reason. So be patient with your process. So be patient with your process. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, and just because moments, and just because moments, and just because moments. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. God got your back. Just because moments, just because moments. God got your back. God got your back. You know, giving up on yourself was never part of God's plan. Especially when God allowed you to see another day. God was tuned into you so you could become your best self vision of yourself, regardless of what trauma was endured within you from a child point of view going into your adulthood. Dealing with trauma on top of trauma, being sexually assaulted, you put a name to your book. Dealing with domestic violence, you put a name to your book. God did not allow you to go through that for no reason. God was not approving of it, but God allowed you to see that there are better days ahead when you choose your best self vision to show up for yourself, to heal and elevate to become your best self vision of yourself. Because God did not install within us for us to be living in fear or be discouraged or to give up. God installed patience within us. God installed these tools within us so we can become our best self visions of ourselves. Self-awareness, self-respect, self-peace, self-control, self-discipline, self-confidence, self-care, self-value, self-love, self-worth, self-patience, and healthy boundaries. To understand the sign within the assignment that God got our back. And God allowed us to believe that we was able to see another day for a reason. You know, when God is patient with you and you believe in God and God believes in you and you believe the God within you, God's going to guide you. You know, you don't walk by sight, you walk by faith. So God's going to guide you the right way. When you tune into yourself to understand the assignment within the assignment that, you know, when you heal within, God understands the assignment that he's going to renew you for you to see your best self vision of yourself. Regardless to what trauma you endured as a child going into your adulthood, that you could become your best self vision of yourself when they gave up on you or overlooked you and then take the time to get to know you at the end of the day. At the end of the day, God's going to place the right genuine people into your life that's going to love you and respect you and honor you without wearing the mask. It's like your thought process or your freedom to manipulate your character for something that you truly not. They're going to respect you and genuinely love you for who you truly are. You know, when God heard those certain cries and tears when you did those nights when you couldn't go to sleep and you was not understanding yourself to understand yourself, but God allows you to see God was right there and you called on God and God guided you. And God allowed you to believe in yourself today so you can have the awareness within yourself to believe in faith and having the hope within that you are the miracle within the miracle of yourself, that you never give up on yourself because God never gave up on you and God allowed you to see another day for a reason. And God is patient with you and God is kind to you and God is showing you that I got your back. I got your back. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. That's something that they can't get into when they trying to figure you out, but they can't because they don't understand how God is working in your favor after you done overcame all of this trauma within at a young age, going into your adulthood, and you still overriding, you still standing tall before yourself with your head held high, smiling with a genuine smile on your face without wearing a mask because you tune into God and God is tuning into you. That energy hit different. They can't understand your flow within your flow. If you understand yourself to respect your neighbor at the end of the day. They want you to go back and forth with words with them, but you're not on that type of time at the end of the day because you're too genuine. You're too genuine to yourself to respect yourself, to honor yourself, to value your time, to respect your neighbor at the end of the day, but no malicious intentions. That energy hit different when you tuned in with God. His timing is right. just for you. When understanding the assignment within the assignment to not be a hater in disguise at the end of the day, because that don't live in your bloodline at the end of the day. Nah, God didn't put that in your bloodline to be a hater in disguise. Nah, not even a little bit, not even a lot, not even. But at the same time, too, the same way you see your neighbor elevating, becoming a best self vision of themselves, no need to be a hater in disguise. You could do the same thing and become the best self vision of yourself, too. To be at peace with yourself without wearing a mask, to tune into yourself at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully, neighbor. You know, when it starts with healing, it starts with you. Being your best self vision of yourself. You know, you can't have one foot in one door, one foot in the other door, and with a mask on, trying to be in tune with yourself when it starts with genuine healing, especially when it comes to trauma. You know, regardless of what trauma you dealt with when you, from a child point of view, go into adulthood, dealing with trauma on top of trauma. You know, God will allow you to believe that in yourself, because you know why? God allowed you to see the day for a reason, and God was patient with you so you could be in tune with yourself, to respect yourself, to honor yourself, to take that mask off, to get in tune with your true healing within, to understand the definition of showing up for yourself today, to value yourself, to respect your neighbor, to stay in your lane. You don't have to have malicious intentions to psych yourself out to your thought process, to hurt your neighbor with malicious intentions. No, you don't have to do that. But you get in tune with yourself and mean what you say and say what you mean and stay true to yourself, that you can genuinely love yourself and respect your neighbor and have genuine awareness within yourself when you start your healing process, because it starts with you. And you know, with change comes growth, with growth comes true understanding. When loving yourself, to understand yourself, that, you know, you decided to, you know, heal properly and understand the assignment within the assignment. That's not going to be easy when it starts with healing, because choosing your best self vision to show up for yourself is not going to be easy. It's a process within a process, but showing up for yourself, God's going to guide you the right way. And I say that respectfully. God's going to guide you the right way to better days ahead. But you know what? Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or person with his intentions psych you out your thought process, let alone your freedom, to allow you to believe. When it starts with healing, it will be an overnight process, because it would never be an overnight process when dealing with trauma. No, it would not. But allowing yourself to show up for yourself today, when it's your time, and when it starts with healing, because it's never forced. You have to be mentally prepared and ready to actually want to do the healing within, and go in and go deep within, and find out what's bothering you, why you're not able to show up for your best self vision of yourself, instead of being a hater in disguise and trying to bring harm towards somebody else, or allow someone else to feel that they're unworthy because they're elevating, becoming a best self vision of themselves. You got to reevaluate your thought process and say, you know what? I take the mask off today. I want to be true to myself, to love myself, to respect myself, to have self-control. I don't want to be that same person I was showing up as, regardless if it was 3-4 months ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. I want to be the best self-vision of myself, to love myself, to respect myself, to honor myself, to respect my neighbor, stay in my lane. When healing was part of God's plan when it came to you, choosing your best self-vision is a healthy matter. That toxic behavior don't live here today. When you're choosing your best self vision of yourself to show up, to elevate, to become your best self vision of yourself, healing starts with you, and you got to do the inner work within. Nobody else can do it for you but you. And I say that respectfully. Just because they gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because they overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. And you to be treated with respect. 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. It's called respect. I genuinely appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or person with intentions psych your thought process, loving your freedom. You are worthy. You matter. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day. Have a safe week. Protect your energy, because not everybody's having your time. They would sit here and try to psych out your thought process and act like you're so in tune with God, and the whole entire time they trying to psych out your thought process, letting your freedom, your eyesight, in your pockets, to hurt you and bring harm towards you and disrespect you, and they don't have good intentions. So protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. And I say that respectfully. God did not install fear and for us to be discouraged or giving up. God installed patience within us so we can show up for ourselves, to become our best self vision of ourselves. So continue to protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Naya, genuine love, respect. Protect your energy. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself. With God's protection for every direction. Respect.